a mark actually on the cartons that has, it'll be called an EQA, Egg Quality Assurance. And where those marks show up on the cartons, it guarantees that it's a Canadian egg, and it guarantees that it's safety and meets all of the standards, and that the birds have all been cared for well throughout the course of their life.
So that must be the kind that A&W uses. if you believe their commercials.
Yeah, well, talking A&W at Agribition, that's a sensitive topic, so I won't get into the details of that. I've been a politician long enough to know that, but we're very confident in the safety and the quality of our eggs.
So this one we did 6 eggs.
No.
So we're gonna, because I wanted to do a larger omelette, so that when I turn it out, I can make a slice down the center of the omelette itself, and then that's where the cheese will go. And that's what finishes that off.
Do you ever put vegetables in? Cut up some pepper or mushrooms?
Yeah, if I'm doing, say, like and I should have bought it as well actually, but the mix that we use for the frittata is loosely based on a Spanish omelette. So, and then I throw lots of different vegetables into there: peppers, onions, garlic, potatoes traditionally in the Spanish omelette.
Is that the main extra ingredient in the Spanish omelette?
Yeah, you start off with the potatoes, you fry those in olive oil.
Yeah.
And you get those all fried down. Once they're nice and soft and just starting to crisp up around the edges, then you throw in the rest of your ingredients, your onions and everything, get those all started. Drain off quite a bit of the oil because you've had quite a bit in there frying the potatoes. And then you can throw in another butter like we've been doing, pour over your egg mixture, and you give that a quick stir around to make sure it's all set into the bottom of the pan. And then you bake that then through the oven. So much like we do with your frittata, which is a different version again. With the frittatas, we kind of just straight bake those.
Yeah.
And again, you can do those with meat or just vegetables, like we've been giving you just the vegetable ones, but you can do those with ham or bacon to get those in there as well.
So with cooking this, like when I'm at home with an omelet, sometimes I put a lid on top of the fry pan,
Yeah.
and it puffs it up.
Absolutely.
Is that bad?
No.
Am I breaking the rules, or is that
No,
just my personal
no,
preference?
Absolutely not. The reason that I would probably do something like that, and I do that at home, is usually because since my wife had the first baby, she couldn't face runny eggs at all ever again. Like even the slightest bit of runny or the bit of white on the side, that will turn her. Even now, 7 years down the track, she's still can't face it. But and that's the only reason I do that, and I usually only do that for hers. The rest of them I'll just leave them fairly runny inside because that's the way I like it myself.
Yeah.
Same with the scrambled eggs. If I'm doing a bunch of scrambled egg for all of us, about 3/4 of the way through the cooking process of that, I'll take out my scrambled eggs because I don't like them all solid and overdone. I like to have them fairly runny, and then I'll finish off hers either by putting the lid on it or just cranking the heat right up to make them crumbly and cooked. Right? If you want to cook them through like that again, there's nothing wrong with put them underneath the salamander, underneath your grill, so that you can just finish off the top. And depending on the application of the omelette that you're making, say like for example that Spanish omelette, if you wanted cheese on the top of that omelette, when it goes into the oven, just sprinkle some cheese on it. When it's finished doing its cooking, if you wanted that gratinated, which basically means to crisp it up, then just throw that underneath the grill and you're away. That all make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you were pairing this omelet with a beer, what would you pair it with?
I'm an IPA man right through and through, so no matter what we got going on here today, it would be IPA.
Do you have any samples?
Not, I don't know, this guy might.
I don't know.
He's probably got them in his cooler down there on the egg station.
There's some over there, but I think you need to pay for them. So. Actually, just tell them that Malcolm sent you.
I thought it
covered
was
it, so you'll be good.
have samples. Put it on the tab,
I have no tab here. So, because there was more eggs in this, that's why it's taken a little longer.
How many
to
was
do.
it?
There was 6 eggs.
Okay. 6.
Yeah. I really did get cracking.
You did. Good work. Would that be half a dozen?
I would.
Okay.
That's for you, that one. Okay. I'm hoping this is going to...
What would be the biggest mistake someone would make doing an omelet?
I think having the pan too hot. so that when it goes in, it sears it too quickly and end up that browning color underneath. And all the eggs are still runny in the middle, crispy on the outside, runny in the middle, not so much fun. Like I like it runny, like just cooked, but I like to have it cooked, if that makes sense.
It does.
All right, so, let's pop that out.
That looks good with that cheese.
There's no cheese in this yet.
Oh,
It hasn't
well, that's just
formed,
the running part of me.
just the running. And it didn't come out like the cigar, but we'll work on it. We'll put that, it's not going to burn. Concrete floor right there, let's do that. Okay, so basically then the concept of this type of omelette would be that once you had the shape, which this one doesn't, it kind of fell on it, then you would kind of just cut down through the middle, and then you would open it up like so, and then that's when you stuff your cheese into it. And then because of the heat from the inside is escaping, that is what melts the cheese and gives you that nice kind of melty texture down through it. Now at this point, if you wanted to, you could flash that underneath your grill as well, just to kind of get that carried on and finish. And then you'd be
Like under a broil? Or
a broiler, yeah. And that's that. 3 different omelettes for you. They all look the same, but they're all different.
it's good.
Okay. Any other questions?
And that's how a bill becomes a law.
That's how a what?
A political term.
Yeah. Are we going to do some samples here for folks who want to try?
Absolutely, yeah. I think we've got some forks and stuff around.
Oh, we'll take some pictures here. All right. At your leisure, come on up if you'd like to taste some. Thanks for joining us today.
Do you have some forks or spoons anywhere?
They give you a
So
fork.
people can have a little try.
Yeah.